One of Us is Next, Chapter 12, Knox, Tuesday, March 3rd. The guy in King's Landing is sweating up a storm, twitching, rocking, constantly rubbing one hand over his jaw while he talks with Sandeep in the closed conference room. It's weird how guilty innocent people can look sometimes, I say to Bethany Onjoko, a law student who's one of Until Proven's paralegals. We're stationed at a desk outside the conference room, collecting news coverage about the D'Angelo case. Bethany shrugs and reaches into a drawer for more staples. And vice versa, right? She says, guilty people can look innocent as hell. Take our friend here. She holds up a long feature article about Sergeant Carl D'Angelo, accompanied by a picture of him wearing his cop uniform and a big grin, his arm around a college-age kid who's holding up a plaque. Funny how they use this and not his mugshot, she adds, tossing her braids over one shoulder. None of the people he framed got that kind of kid glove treatment when they were arrested. I glanced at the caption under the photo. The week before his arrest, Sergeant Carl D'Angelo commended San Diego State University students for excellence in community peer mentoring. I never really thought about it that way, I say, skimming the first few paragraphs of the article. But you're right. This is all about what a great guy he was until, whoops, major scandal. Like he just accidentally stumbled into framing 17 people. I add the article to my pile and glance at the clock on the wall next to the conference room. It's almost 7 at night. I've never stayed this late, but I'm starting to think I'm the only person at Until Proven who leaves on time. The office is still buzzing, every desk is full and littered with empty pizza boxes and Coke cans. Bethany picks up her discarded crust and nibbles on the edge. They gave that classmate of yours the same treatment, Jake Riordan. You remember him? Like I could forget. Star athlete involved in Simon Kelleher case, Bethany says in her new skater voice. Oh, you mean involved, like how he tried to kill his girlfriend? That kind of involved? That was bullshit, I agree. Bethany snores. The justice system works very differently when you're a white male, rich, and good-looking. She nudges the last piece of pizza towards me. Good to know, I guess, if you ever decide to turn to a life of crime. I pick up the slice, but it's so cold and congealed I can't bring myself to take a bite. Only 2 of those things. Don't sell yourself short, kid. Eli passes by holding a phone with a familiar case that he waves at me. Knox, this is yours. Right? Left in the copy room. Also, Maeve is calling. He looks at my screen. Was calling. You dismissed her. I thought my phone had been strangely quiet. Sorry about that, I say, taking it from him. I register a surprising number of texts before I land on my desk, like a busy professional who doesn't have time for Bayview High gossip. Eli finally knows my name and started giving me more interesting stuff to do. I don't want to blow up by acting like a phone-obsessed teenager in front of him, even though I am. You need anything? Eli runs a hand through his newly shortened hair. I need you to go home. There are child labor laws, or so Sandy keeps telling me, and we're probably violating them, especially since we're not paying you. Anyways, call me back and then get out of here, alright? Everything else can wait till tomorrow. He glances at Bethany, who's still stapling news articles. Bethany, can you sit down with me and review next week's court schedule? Yeah, sure. She goes around the crowded office. Should we go in Winterfell? Eli rolls his eyes. He's never going to get used to those names. Fine. They leave, and I eye my phone. I really do hate making phone calls, but maybe Maeve's on her laptop again and can't text. I press her name and she picks up before it's even rung once. Oh, thank God. Her voice is low, breathless. I was afraid you wouldn't call me back. The sweaty guy's pacing circles around Sandeep in the conference room, distracting me. Why wouldn't I? I'm only kidding about being allergic to phone calls. Mostly. The line goes silent, and I think we've been disconnected. Maeve, you there? What are you up to? Still at work, but I'm gonna leave soon. Okay, right, She trails off. I think I hear an audible gulp. Have you been checking your phone? No, I left it in the copy room for like an hour. What's up? I look at the wall clock again, and it hits me. Shit, your truth or dare text came, didn't it? What did it say? Are you alright? Oh, God. Maeve's voice thickens. I'm sorry, Knox. I'm so sorry. What? Maeve's trying to freak me out. I pause, alarm snaking through my gut as her breath hitches. Are you crying? She definitely is. So, I think... Okay, I'm going to read you the text from Unknown because, I don't want you to have to read all the comments to get to it because they're stupid and pointless like always. Maeve draws in a shaky breath. But before I do, I need you to know I didn't say that, okay? Not exactly that. I wouldn't. I've been racking my brains and all I can come up with is a single conversation that's even a little bit persistent, but I swear to God it was a lot more nuisance than that. And it was with Brown who would never breath a word, so honestly I don't know how this ever happened. Maeve, seriously, what is going on? Who do I need to fight? Don't, she groans the word. Okay, this is what it says. Maeve Rojas. I hear a deep breath, and then the rest of the words come out in a rush. Maeve Rojas dumb Knox Myers because he can't get it up. What the fuck? I listen to Maeve's rapid breathing for a minute, or maybe that's mine, but she tentatively asks, Knox, are you? I disconnect. The phone drops out of my hand, bouncing lightly on the desk. I lay it face down while I press my fist into my forehead. What the fuck? My heart's pounding out of my chest. No way. The entire school did not just read about the most humiliating moment of my life, which was private and supposed to stay that way forever. Maeve and I, God, I was stupid. We talked about it for months, losing our virginity. Like it was some project we had to finish before we could graduate high school. That should have been the clue that we were so practical about it. But we thought we wanted to. And then my parents went out of town for the anniversary, so there it was. Opportunity. I was so nervous though, and I did a couple of shots of my dad's vodka before Maeve came over because I thought that calmed me down. All it did was make me dizzy and a little nauseated. And then we were kissing and it wasn't working. Any of it. I could tell she wasn't into it either but we'd committed. I didn't know how the hell I could just tap out and all of a sudden, especially since guys are supposed to be born ready. It was a massive relief when Maeve pulled away and asked if we could just take a break for a minute. Then she buttoned her shirt back up and said, do you ever just feel like maybe we're trying too hard and to be something we're not? I was grateful for her then, for getting it, for not making a big deal, for being as non-awkward as possible, both then and later, so I could pretend it didn't happen. I almost convinced myself that it didn't until now, because she told people. More people than Bronwyn, I'm sure, because Bronwyn's not the type to spread gossip. It doesn't even matter who it was. Damage, done. I turn my phone over. There's new messages from Maeve that I ignore, opening the giant group text from no instead. I don't want you to have to read all the comments to get to it, Maeve said, because it's true for the point like always. I'm prolific. There must be 100 of them. Sorry about the soft serve, man. I know a great pharmacy in Canada where you can bulk over Viagra. It's because she's not a dude. Jesus, how the hell am I supposed to show up at school tomorrow? Or ever? Or get up on stage next month to perform Into the Woods, singing in front of everybody? Baby High is ruthless. One incident is all it takes to define you for the rest of your life. And I just found mine. At our 20th reunion, Brandon Weber and Sean Murdoch will still be laughing about this. Knox? I jump at Eli's voice. He and Bethany are approaching my desk, laptops in hand. I thought you were going home. I scrub a hand across my face and he peers at me more closely, frowning. You alright? You look sick all of a sudden. Headache. I croak. No big deal. I'm gonna go. I grab my phone and get unsteadily to my feet, and Eli watches with increasing furrowed brow. He sets down his laptop on the corner of the desk. Let me give you a ride. You're really pale. I hesitate. What's the worst place to be while dick jokes pile up on my phone? In the car with my boss or on a bus next to some grandmother I'll never see again? It's no contest. No, I'm good. I force out. Totally fine. See you tomorrow. Almost at the door, I feel something on my arm. I have turned temper spiking too fast to hold it. I said I'm fine! I know, Bethany says, but you probably still want this. She presses the strap of my backpack into my hand. Right, sorry. I feel a surge of guilt, avoiding her eyes as I shoulder my backpack. I'm still pissed off, but none of this is Bethany's fault. And once I'm in the elevator, door safely shut behind me to find a better target. Tags from Maze are at the top of my message list. I'm so sorry. I never meant to hurt you. Can we talk? There's a lot I want to say, but I settle for short and to the point. Go to hell, Maeve.